amount of time. We were talking about it yesterday, and the realization is just that he had God behind him, just working through him to accomplish all of this as we stand out here today and are able to see. And I think that the thing that was really to compare him to a modern Joshua today is to realize that there was a shift of season for Israel. And that shift of season involved them crossing into a land of fruitfulness. And it became clear to them only then that there was a personal and national identity. And that is what Ron Nachman has helped do for this nation, is he's helped them come into identity. He stepped forward and applied his own personal knowledge and identity of himself, his own self-portrait. And he was able to say to all of us on these hills, you don't have to fear. Be strong and courageous. There's no one to fear, for we are being led into the land to take possession of it. I think that one of the wonderful things that Ron Nachman did was that, and he did for us, is he allowed people around the world to join him. Not only did he work with his countrymen, but he joined with partners internationally towards a common goal and mission. And that was to help settle the land and to help the next generation learn to do the same thing. It was in the last years of Ron's life that his attention was turned here to leave a legacy for the next generation of youth. And I stood on these hills many times, and my husband Bruce, and we looked over these hills, and it was as barren as it could be. And we plotted and planned, and miracles began to unfold before us. And this entire site was built during the building freeze, if you can believe it. And I recognized that Ryan really, in his turning to this generation and saying, I want to leave a legacy, he was saying, will you pick up the baton that I have carried, and will you carry forward my vision? It's appropriate that he's buried right here today. He will not only preside over the city, but he's going to preside over a new generation of leaders. And this was his desire. He was drawn to the leaders out of the Tanakh. Particularly, he grew in his appreciation that there is a contemporary and personal message for all of us. And that's what the content is in this leadership center, is a drawing people into something personal where they can identify with God, themselves, and others. And so today I just wanted to read in parting the last words, or the words that the people said to Joshua when he became the leader. And I'm wondering today if it's not our joy and our courage that we get to pick up that same baton and say, while we're standing here in front of him, they answered Joshua and said, whatever you have commanded us, we will do. And wherever you send us, we will go. What if that were our word today? Our response to Ron Nachman's life. And I just want to lift my hand and say, I sign up, because I want to lay my life down just like he did. I want to partner. And I look at the city of Ariel, and we have to move forward, all those contributors in the city, and we have to move forward with great humility and dependence on God and believing that he's lifting us up. And I just want to thank all of you for the massive privilege to get to be involved. We feel so honored. And Ron, I say to you, now that you're up here presiding over this project, this will be completed. And you will get to smile and look and appreciate that you've carried a baton, a legacy, through the next generations. Amen.